with endless possibilities. Only at Zaxby's.
If you have lived in Chattanooga for any length of time, you know how proud we are of the Ronald McDonald House. Perhaps you, as you're watching this morning, yourself or you know someone who has benefited from staying in that house when your children are struggling in the hospital. Parents and families want to be close by. So this is your chance to give back to that great organization. Mary Pike, Abigail Bowman are joining me this morning, not only talking about the house itself, but the annual Run for Kids that is coming up. How can we already be in the month of August, Mary? Who would have thought?
I know, summer has flown by. I don't even know if June even happened.
I'm not sure. I think we sweated it out so much that
I think we did.
We just kind of forgot about that. So this is a great time, actually, I think, to do it because schools are starting back in August, and this is one of those events that is intended for the family.
Right.
Because Ronald McDonald House Charities is for the kids and the family.
Right, right. Last year we had it in May, which was a great time. It was at Camp Jordan, but this year we're going to Chattanooga State in August. People are past their vacations, past graduation, so we feel we'll have more people this year.
That's a very good point. So the way it's set up, you mentioned Chattanooga State. The course will take people along the river park, but it's very convenient to be at Chattanooga State, right?
It is. We're going to use a lot of Chattanooga State for our celebration village after the race, where people will have food, fun, and games, and they'll enjoy a nice walk or run along the river.
You do have your choice. You can do, is it a 5K?
It's a 5K and 1 mile walk.
And a 1 mile walk. So Abigail, you're excited because y'all just launched now this coupon code that makes it even a better deal for people to get out and give back. $10 off the entry fee, right?
Absolutely. So since it's August, it's back to school. We're going to start school in a few weeks, and so we wanted to honor those families that are going back to school and make sure that they can come out and celebrate Ronald McDonald House. So it's a code. It is RMHC10 for $10 off. The 5K is $25 and the walk is $15, so it's definitely a good deal.
That's a really good deal, and all those monies that you're raising go back for an even better deal, which is the house itself. It costs, did you tell me $75 a night, Abigail?
Yes, $75 a night for one family, and we have 28 bedrooms, and so it definitely adds up, and so any money that is donated or raised at the 5K goes back to benefiting those families directly.
I know every week presents its own needs, but typically are those 28 rooms close to being filled?
During COVID, it was pretty difficult. We needed to, be on a waiting list. We needed to make sure everyone was safe and healthy. But now, kind of coming back to things, we're on a waiting list. We're definitely getting to full capacity, and so we're wanting to make sure to serve as many families as possible, but also following guidelines.
I'm glad that you mentioned COVID because, Mary, it seems like I'm going back in time, but one of the difficulties was that Ronald McDonald House relies so much on volunteers. Church groups will often bring supper, that type of thing, and that was harder to do during that time. Is that back open now?
It is. We do have our Adopt a Meal program back, so we are having those church groups, and companies like Unum and Blue Cross come back and cook for us, which is amazing because we have been having to order food, or our volunteers have stood up and ordered food on behalf of us, which has saved us in money-wise. But it's great to have those volunteers back in the house because we have missed them the past 2 years.
It's easy to forget, I think, sometimes when you live in Chattanooga or a really close surrounding area, what it can be like transportation-wise. If you have a child in the hospital, you can't be driving back and forth to home. Y'all service people in 4 states?
4 states, yes. So we have some people in Calhoun, which if you come from Calhoun to Chattanooga back, you're spending 2.5 hours in the car. And so we're saving a lot of time and gas for families, and they're just able to really focus on their child in the hospital.
Abigail, if you were going to encourage people to get out and give not just their time on that Saturday, but also their money, and if they get the coupon code, just a little bit of money, is it the smiles on the faces that do it for you?
Absolutely. It is just, we have our offices in the house, and so we can be behind the scenes doing our work, but when you step out there, you see families walking around, going across the street to the hospital, and there's a heavy weight on there, but the good work that we're trying to do. That the space that we're giving them so they can heal and be close to their families. And so this event is a perfect opportunity to see those families that have come through our house. We'll have past families there with their children running, and you can see how they're healthy and how they're doing and how we were able to help them in their time of need.
Very good. Okay, so August 13th, the place you want to be is Chattanooga State.
Yes.
Get there early, right? Because the race will begin, 8?
Starts at 9.
Okay.
But come dressed in red, white, and blue. We'll have a costume contest, and we just want it to be fun for everyone involved.
Even better. So if you go to rmhchattanooga.com, that's the website. Can they find out how to register for the race there?
Correct. There's a link if you go to Run for Kids tab,
Okay.
and they can just register and use the code and have $10 off.
And if they don't go online to get the coupon code, you said, Abigail, they can pick it up at places around the viewing area?
Absolutely. We put flyers up in Ottawa, downtown, North Shore, Red Bank, Hickson, you name it. So you will definitely get sick of that code, but you'll know exactly where it is.
That will never happen. Thank you both so much for everything that y'all do
Yes,
in the
thank you.
community here.
Yes,
We're back
thank
after
you.
this.
Transform your home and upgrade your curb appeal with new Champion siding. Right now, save 30% off your siding project.
At Champion, we make the process easy. We help you choose the best design options for your home. Our install team manages your project every step of the way, and it's all backed by our lifetime guarantee.
Save 30